Creating a catalogue drop. Once we've set up our rounds, we then need to tell the system where we're actually going to put these catalogues out and record the fact that they are out and when we're going to collect them back. So to do that, we go to Drops and Collections. I then click Create New Catalogue Drop. Please indicate the type of drop you're going to do. Are you going to do all your customers or just a standard drop? 9 times out of 10 we're just going to do a standard drop. So now we need to say what round are we going to do. Now if you remember, we set up on this 2 rounds, we got round 1. So if I put number 1 in, you'll see there's round 1 appearing. If I put round 2 in, you'll see the roads for round 2. I also have the option that I can just select a particular road if I wanted to do. So I'm going to reload that to all of round 1. The catalogue codes that we're actually going to drop to these by default, I mean the Oriflame system, it knows that catalogue C14 is the current one. If I was going to be slightly ahead of myself and C15 will be live by the time I pick it up, and that's the one I'm going to put out, I could remove that and then from here select catalogue 15 from there. So you've got the option, you don't have to just go with the default from the system. The date that we're putting the books out, so we're going to put them out, let's say today, and when we're going to collect them back in again, we're going to collect them back on Friday. And when are we going to do the next drop after this one? So with Oriflame I tend to do within 3 weeks, so 1, 2, 3, that will be on the 31st. I then need to select which roads I'm going to drop to, because it might not be that you're going to drop to every single one. You might say, okay, I'm going to leave St Mark's Church out of this one because I potentially might see them, or I'm not going to include this on this particular catalogue run. So I select the roads that I want to be included. I then have the option to drop only to customers and readers, drop only to customers, or drop only to readers. When we're first doing the round for the very first time, obviously I'm going to do a blanket drop. I'm dropping to all of the houses that I've got on there. As time goes by, as you pick the catalogues up, you'll be noting which ones have been read, obviously which ones become customers. And so to save wasting catalogues being out there and chances are either not coming back or not being looked at, you can ask the system to only drop to houses that have been recorded as readers and they're obviously customers. So, but in this case we're going to create the drop to everywhere. Well, in fact, so create drop. Are you sure you want to drop to all houses? What that's doing is just reminding me that I actually want to do that and I didn't want to refine the search. So we say yes, we need to drop to all the houses. Is it okay to create this drop? Click OK. It will then print out a listing for me to take with me out on the road to tick off as I'm dropping to the various roads. Now you can see it's putting in the order that I put my walkthrough on. So I got number 1, which was School Lane, and we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then School Close, which we added in latterly. It's telling me I need to start at number 15, so that I'm going down one side of the road, and then I'm going to cross over and then come back on the other side of the road. And Book Close, I've just got those numbers there. So literally take that with me and I just tick off as I put them through the various doors. If there's any issues as I'm going along dropping them through, it might be that, say, that number 15 was blatantly empty and there's no way I was going to put a catalogue through. I would just make a note on here so when I come back I can then adjust that. So if we just bear that in mind, so I'll just that list, and now the system returns back to my collection list. Now you might be thinking, okay, well, where's everything gone? Well, This is showing me anything I need to collect today. Obviously there was nothing there, but if I go and change that to the 12th, you'll see these are the books that we've just put through. Now let's say number what was it, number 15, School Close, we decided the house was empty. So what I would do is just delete that selected number from there, because I didn't actually put the drop through. That now takes that off the list. It doesn't actually remove it from my round, but it just means I didn't put a catalogue through. So I'm not expected to collect it back. So you can see there I've got 37 to do from there. So just to reiterate, we can say create new drop. We then select the round that we want to do. Let's say we're going to do number 2. We get the roads from within there and the catalogue. If I just change this to my Viva and I say create new drop, and we go to round 1, you can see by default it's taken the autumn winter catalogue, which is the one I've got set up as the default. It might be that I'm going to send them also a beauty catalogue and also an essential, so I can add to this list as many catalogues as I like. I'm just recording the fact that we've dropped those catalogues off. We then say that the when the books were out, when we're going to collect them back, and when the next drop is. It might be next month for that, and we'll do Musters Road, and we'll do all of them. Create drop. So it then creates a list for me to go and drop the catalogues through to. I then come back to my listing from there, and you'll also see here now the system knows what catalogues I've taken out. So with Musters Road there's 47 houses. You can see there's 47 beauty catalogues gone out, 47 autumn winter, and it's added to the essentials from within there. Because I haven't actually kept my availability up, we've gone into a negative situation from that. I go back to my Oriflame, and you can see from there we've got the 37 books going out. Also the system will keep a tally of catalogues out this week. If I look at Viva, you can see we've got the 94 that's gone through there. We've also got a weekly analysis where it'll show me in what week period catalogues we've put out, how many we've collected, how many we've lost, etc. as the system goes through. So that's basically all there is to doing your catalogue drops. So again, bear in mind that you're going to your drops and collections. That screen is defaulting to today's date, showing you what you need to collect. So if you've created a drop and you thought, crikey, I didn't mean to do that, or I need to remove items, simply locate the drop by the date. So we can put the 12th of the 10th in. That will bring the listing up, and then you can remove or add as needs be from within that. Or you have the other option of saying show all catalogues still to collect, and that will bring up the whole listing regardless of the date. And that is how you set up a catalogue drop. The next video will show you how that you actually record the fact what catalogues you've collected back, whether they've been lost, how many times you've gone back, etc.